If you're shy or lost trying to figure out how to get more referrals, you're going to love this video where I'm going to give you 6 tactics that you can immediately start to use. First, we're going to look at how you can upgrade the one thing that you may be doing, but you could probably be doing better. Second, we're going to look at how you can leverage your customers or clients' social media to get more referrals. And then lastly, you're going to learn some psychology principles that'll help you tap into the minds of your customers to get them to refer you even more. You ready to get started? Let's go. One of the first things that we can do to encourage our clients to refer us is to send them handwritten notes or highly customized gifts. Now, if you haven't already seen this, I have past videos where I talk about what customized gifts are. Feel free to look through some of those. But basically, personalized gifts, I'm using the word personalized, it's because we're not putting our logo on it. So if you have that calendar that has your logo, or the pens with your logo, or the planner with your logo, those aren't gifts, those are tchotchkes. No one's excited to get those. Even if they tell you, oh my gosh, this is amazing, they're lying to you. And it's okay. We've all done that where we're like, oh, thank you so much. And you get home and you're like, or to the office, you're like, what do I do with this? Don't do that. What happens is that when we give those types of gifts or cards, we're activating the spirit of reciprocity. And so people are more likely to want to return the favor and refer us. So just giving gifts and thank you cards. Now, are we doing those things simply because we want referrals? Of course not. We're actually thankful that they're doing business with us. But it's important to note that that is a good way to encourage referrals. Number 2, encourage your clients to share their narrative on how your business helped them. Now, we can look at this from a couple different options. If you're a small business or a boutique business, it might be a matter of having your client mention what it was like having you close their real estate deal, or what an impact you've made on their small business as a consultant. And maybe they create a video. It might be a matter of, let's say that this is a business to large business transaction. Maybe you create a case study where they share their insights and their processes, and it's something that they can even give out to their clients to show how they're developing. So I want you to think about this. You're going to use this exact same narrative to say, this is how we help this company upgrade, but then this company can turn around and use this exact same piece of material that was been created, whether it's a video or a written case study, and show their clients, look at how we're staying up to date. Look at our innovations. And so creating something where people are sharing the transformation that you gave them is massive, because the public tends to respond to narrative. And what's interesting is we're talking about referrals. So technically the company isn't saying, you individual, go sign with this other person. They're saying this is an incredible experience. And so it's going to generate a referral by way of that narrative itself. The next tip I have for you is a little naughty and fun, and that's for you to create FOMO-inducing events for your top referrers and clients. And FOMO means fear of missing out. So if you have a business that maybe you do business with them and maybe they have their top clients that refer, and you see them in this luxurious setting, or they're getting this wonderful experience at a rodeo or a concert, anything where everyone else, when they look at the pictures, they're like, oh, I want to be there. Well, if you're saying outright that these are our top referring clients, then you think to yourself, ooh, I want to be a part of this next year, next quarter. Let me go and refer them too so that I can be included. So those types of high shelf events that look really cool, really exciting, that pull people in, that can also help induce more referrals. We have a few more psychology principles that I'm going to share with you. But before we go any further, quick question, have you already subscribed to the channel? If not, go ahead and take a moment to subscribe, and then we'll continue on with the video. Our next psychology principle is to create reciprocal altruism. Basically, you're showing them how if they refer you, you make their peers' lives better. So if anyone's ever done business with you and at the end they're like, oh my gosh, maybe you have a cleaning service, and you come in, it's the first time they've had a cleaning service in their home, and like, oh, you just relieved so much stress. Not only did I not have to worry about cleaning the house, but oftentimes my mate and I complain about, each other not cleaning, and you actually helped our marriage as well. When people say things like that, that's when you can say, well, you know what? Do you have any other friends that you think could benefit from this as well, where we can take a load off of their shoulders? Same thing if you're selling technology. Maybe you have a client that tells you the impact your technology has had on their organization. Maybe it's helped them be more efficient. Maybe it's helped them scale their business. Maybe it's taken some of the stress off of their team members. Okay, well, do you have any other peers that you think might benefit from this technology as well? Because we're here to help people and make their lives easier. So present in a way where your clients or your customers are helping their peers by referring you is another great way to increase your referrals. The next thing that you can use is something called psychological anchoring. And that's basically where you send your clients and customers everything they need to refer you. Now, it's a little tricky because you're usually not like, here's the whole package and demo package, and you're not turning them to salespeople, but you're letting them know maybe if you have anybody or if you know anyone in your circle that's interested in our services, here's the basic information, or, the best thank you that we ever receive is a referral. Here's the information to send to your contacts or to your clients or to your friends or whomever it is you want them to refer you to. So you're basically making the information readily available for someone to refer you to their peers, to their own friends as well. And that again is psychological anchoring. In fact, let's take a little bit of a deeper look at psychological anchoring. There's all kinds of creative ways that you can do this as well. So perhaps you're sending your clients or your contacts some type of assessment they can send to their friends or peers. Do you know someone else who might need XYZ? Send them this to help them get started. And maybe through this assessment, it's providing the referred party with the insights they need to know, oh, I am ready to move forward on this. Or based on these problems I'm having, this is what I should be asking about. And this is where I set up an appointment today. So it could be providing a piece of material that would help their peers or that would help their friends as well, so that maybe you're not giving as much information to your client or contact, but through that download, they're then able to send that off to someone else who may be a good potential target client. The last principle is probably the one you've heard of the most, and still maybe even one of the hardest, and that is simply to ask for referrals. Don't be pushy, but ask outright. Maybe at the end of a transaction, the client or customer is saying, you know what, this has been incredible. I so appreciate you. This is the perfect time right here to say, you know what, it has been a dream to work with you too. I would love to work with more people like you. You're just the easiest. Do you have any friends or do you have any peers that you think might benefit from my services? And then just be quiet. Let them talk. If they say, you know what, I'm not sure, just be quiet. Be quiet until they come up with something. Now they might say in the end, you know what, let me think about this a little bit more and then I'll get back to you. But there's a good chance they might say, you know what, my aunt or, my counterpart at XYZ corporation, they might be a good fit. Oh, thank you. Do you mind giving me their information or can you set up an email introduction? One of my favorites is if you're all in the same city, asking them, if I set up a lunch where I was going to treat both of you, would you be okay with inviting them along and the three of us having lunch together? So again, it's simply asking. You're not being pushy. You're not pushing them to a wall. Now, if you're a shy person, and there are people that are shy that are in sales and business, keep in mind that this doesn't have to be something that's uncomfortable, but when we understand that what we're offering has value, we're more likely to offer it up. I want you to think about yourself if you were a medical doctor that had some type of treatment that saved lives, and maybe you're the only one who performs it. If you have somebody who went through the life-saving treatment, in the end they had great results and they said, thank you so much, you changed my life, you saved my life. If you say to them then at this point, hey, I love doing this for you, this is my life's mission. Do you know anybody else? I know that you're in groups and support groups with people that are suffering from the same type of issue. Do you have anybody that you think I should be connected to so that I can help them too? Now, if you were that medical professional, I think you could see what I'm saying. It would almost be a crime for that person to be too shy to ask for the referral, because through the referral, they're actually saving more lives. Now, realistically, I don't know what it is that you actually sell. It may or may not be life-saving, but if you actually believe in it, asking for that referral could potentially make someone's life or business or career better. So we have to be a little bold in offering ourselves out there. So we spent some time talking about sales and developing those relationships and getting more referrals. We asked for referrals and we're interested in this topic because we're interested in growing our businesses in the future. What you're going to find in the description of this video is a link to download the Future Ready Playbook. I've created a playbook to help you understand how to plan strategically for many different areas in your business, in your career, or in your life. So not just asking about those referrals from the sales aspect, but what other things can you strategically plan for? That's what this workbook's going to help you with. And if you haven't already, go ahead and download a copy right now.